incredibly sad news to wake up to this morning. The death of Liam Payne, a former member of One Direction. He passed away after falling from the third floor of a hotel in Buenos Aires, according to the police there.
He was just 31 years old. He had been traveling with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy, who, however, she had left South America 2 days before, and she was in Miami at the time of his death.
So you may or may not have seen Liam while he was in Dubai. He'd visited multiple times. He actually holds a record for one of the best attended gigs at Global Village. And there's actually a really sweet video of Chris Fade, who shared it this morning from 2023, when he's in Dubai ahead of his gig and he had no idea that, he even had fans here. And he was nervous. He was like pushing his food around his plate before his gig. Could you imagine? He was feeling anxious, and then he was absolutely blown away by the Dubai audience because it was just a record attendance down at Global Village. But it's just, One Direction fans out there. I watched this show religiously when I was younger, and made the origins of the band is so interesting. Single individual performers brought together by Simon Cowell. He manufactured one of the greatest boy bands of all time. And there's one video, and it's his mom talking in one of the documentaries, being like, I miss him so much, Fame, because he's just never here. And it's just his whole story has been documented, and it's just so sad that his life took a turn. And
definitely
just super sad.
And he was so young too. No one ever expected to wake up this morning, look at their phone, and see that kind of news. When I woke up this morning and I saw it, I was like, no, surely this isn't true. And then I scrolled one more swipe onto the next story, and I saw it again, and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. It's so unexpected, and I'm so certain that the Dubai audience especially are feeling really hurt by this, and One Direction fans especially as well. They probably feel whoa, we lost someone, even though the band fizzled out for a couple of years already, but it's still such a big thing to see.
Their fame was monumental.
It was, and
I think
played
it
such a big
is.
role. Yeah, and it played such a big role, in a lot of people's lives. I had friends that were so obsessed with One Direction as a group, and even when they went solo and stuff, they still had such a big following. So it's incredibly tragic. The deaths of this year were actually really major.
Yeah, I agree. Our thoughts and prayers are just with his family. We can't even imagine what they're going through at this time. And there'll be rumors and there'll be talk on social media, but let's just give rather than kind of going in deep diving into them, let's just give the family the privacy they deserve, I think, at this horrific time.